What if I told you that your childhood is directly influencing the credit card debt you have? Stick around to discover how your money beliefs are impacting your financial future and how you can turn them around. So how do people get into credit card debt? A lot of it has to do with what we learned growing up. I know it sounds crazy, but the way we were raised plays a huge role in how we handle money today. Whether we realize it or not, our childhood experiences shape the way we view money, how we treat it, what we think it should do for us, and even how much we feel like we deserve. And that's where we get stuck. When you got these deep-rooted beliefs about money, often ones that you didn't even choose, it can really mess with your financial choices. So let's talk about these childhood experiences that play a role in getting into credit card debt. And more importantly, how you can stop it from happening again. How childhood money beliefs shape us. Growing up, many of us were told things like money doesn't grow on trees, or we saw our parents stressing about bills and credit card bills piling up. That feeling of not having enough, or even the constant worry about money, can stick with you for years. It's like planting a seed in your mind telling you that money is something to stress about, or you have to constantly work to get more, or worse, that you need to keep up with others. But here's the thing, those beliefs don't have to control your financial future. If you grew up with the feeling of scarcity, you might find yourself overspending to fill that emotional gap. And that's how you end up with credit card debt. I know this because I've seen it time and time again with clients. When they're feeling inadequate, stressed, or like they can't measure up, they turn to credit cards for a quick fix. But that quick fix only makes things worse in the long run. Emotional spending and its consequences. You've probably done it. Use spending as an emotional band-aid. Whether you've had a tough day, a rough week, or just feel like you deserve something because you've been working hard, it's easy to justify a purchase that's not really in the budget. That feeling of, I'll just buy this and feel better, is real. And it's why so many people get into credit card debt in the first place. But the problem is that temporary happiness doesn't last. Like the rush of buying something you need feels good for a moment. Actually, the rush of buying something you don't need feels good for a minute. But then the guilt sets in. And the more you spend, the deeper you get into debt. And before you know it, you're asking yourself, how do people get into credit card debt? And now you're one of them. This emotional spending is a cycle. And to get out, you need to recognize it. Recognizing and avoiding subconscious triggers. Now, here's where you need to start paying attention to your own habits, okay? We all have triggers, things that make us want to buy things we don't really need. For some, it's feeling left out or jealous when we see others with the newest phone or car. For others, it might be an emotional reaction to stress or a desire to escape feelings of inadequacy. Whatever your trigger is, it's important to recognize it before it leads you to make a purchase you'll regret. Ask yourself, am I buying this because I truly need it, or am I trying to fill an emotional gap? And once you identify those triggers, it's easier to stop them from leading you back into debt. Now, don't let those subconscious habits control your spending. You have the power to take control of your choices and break free from that emotional spending cycle. Breaking the cycle, self-reflection, and awareness. So now you're aware of why you might be overspending, and that's a big step toward change. The next step is to reflect on your past financial decisions. Look at your history with money. When was the last time you overspent? What feelings or thoughts were behind that decision? Was it guilt, loneliness, or stress? By reflecting on these moments, you'll start to notice patterns. Maybe you realize that every time you felt anxious, you ended up at the mall, or when you felt insecure, you justified a purchase that wasn't necessary. If you can identify those moments, you can stop them before they start. Now, here's a simple hack that can help you avoid falling into the same trap again. Pause and reflect technique. Next time you're in the store or online and you feel that urge to buy something, stop. Take a deep breath. Reflect on why you're about to make the purchase. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Will it make me feel better in the long run? And most importantly, can I afford this without getting into debt? By pausing, even for just a moment, you actually give yourself the space to make a conscious decision. And more often than not, you'll realize that you don't actually need that item and you'll avoid adding to your debt. So now that you know how to spot the emotional triggers that lead to credit card debt, what do you do next? It's time to start building a financial plan that works for you. One that keeps you out of credit card debt and helps you create real wealth. If you're ready to take control and get serious about your financial future, check out my video on building a solid financial plan. It's the next step to ensure that you stay out of credit card debt for good and start building the wealth you deserve.